Hi, Yogi. Hi, yogis. Welcome to Yoga Connect for Clear Creek County. My name is Kristen Chamberlain, and I am going to be leading you in a kids yoga class. So this is our first class in the series, and it's going to focus a little bit on emotions, specifically stress. And so today's class is made for kids 5 to 12. However, anyone can join. So anyone in your family can join you. Brothers and sisters, moms and dads, aunts and uncles, grandparents, who's ever in your home can join us today. And hopefully you'll have a fun little class that you can enjoy and feel less stressed. So some of the things you might want with you today is maybe a small piece of paper. You can just get a regular size piece of paper or maybe even a sticky note. Maybe you want to bring a pillow or a blanket, and I'll show you what I like to do. So if you don't have a yoga mat, you can use either a beach towel or a blanket. And what I like to do is fold my blanket up long ways, so in half long ways. And then you can lay it down on your floor as if it's like a yoga mat. So that could be your little yoga mat for today. You also might want to bring with you a stuffy. So I have, I'm going to grab my guy here. I have my little gorilla stuffy. He's a very special stuffy. So he's going to be joining us today in our session. So one final thing before we get to start. I asked you a little bit ago to have a piece of paper and something to write with. So before we begin, what I'm going to ask you to do is think how stressed I am in my body. And here you can see that I have a scale. So if you ask yourself, how stressed do I feel in my body right now? I want you to think of a scale between 1 and 5. And 1 would be not at all, and 5 would be the most stressed out you've ever felt. So I'm going to write on here, you may have already seen it, that I'm a little nervous about today's class. So I'm going to write the letter 3, or number 3, down on the piece of paper. And then the next question we ask is, how calm do I feel in my body? So 1 being not very calm at all, so stressed or maybe really tense, and 5 being the most calm you've ever been, like if you're laying in bed at night, maybe lying on a beach or taking a bath. So notice how you feel calm in your body, and then write it down. So I am still feeling a little nervous, so I'm going to also write down the number 3. So this is how I'm feeling before class. I am going to ask you again at the end of class these same 2 questions. I'm going to see if something changes. And then if you can maybe get help from your moms or dads or anyone who's there to help you, to write in our comment section how stressed you feel before, and then I'll ask you again after. So I'll remind you again at the end of our class. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy your class.
All right. You guys can go ahead and have a seat, sit crisscross applesauce onto the floor. So hi, welcome to our yoga class. I have some friends joining me today, and so I'm going to ask each of them their names, and I want to ask you a question about where you feel stress in your body, okay? So let's start with Briley. Briley, can you wave and tell everyone your name, even though I told them already?
Hi, my name's Briley.
Hi, Briley. And Briley, when you feel stress, where do you feel stress in your body?
I don't. Well, it just kind of depends on what's happening. Like, really, I guess kind of like in my head a lot, I guess. I don't know.
In your head? Yeah. Okay. And then what's one thing that you do to calm down that stress? It could be anything.
Well, I guess kind of like breathing to calm down.
You like to breathe to calm down? Okay, great. All right. So next is Amberly. Amberly, can you wave for us, please? Hi, Amberly. Thanks for joining us. Where do you feel stress in your body?
Like here.
And you're right here. Okay. And what's something you like to do when you to calm down?
Read books.
Read books. Okay. Very nice. Thanks, Amberly. And last but not least is Camry. Camry, can you wave to the camera for us? And Camry, where do you feel stress in your body?
My head.
Your head? And then what's something that you do to calm yourself down?
I go in my room and just calm down.
You go to your room to calm down. Okay. Thank you guys so much for sharing. So my name is Kristen. That's me. And I sometimes feel stress in my body, in my tummies. Sometimes my muscles get really, really tight. And one thing I like to do to have stress is, of course, yoga. So today's class is to kind of help us have a lot of fun. And we're going to also learn some yoga things that can help us feel calm in our body. So one of the things that I'm going to teach you guys today is snake breath. And we're going to have some opportunities to do snake breath in a little bit when we're doing yoga poses. So I want you to do, and I'm going to grab my breathing ball real quick, so I realize it's not very close to me. So this is my breathing ball. And when my breathing ball is big, you're going to take a big breath in. And then when you exhale, we're going to like a snake. So let's do that a couple more times. Big breath in, big breath in. Let me hear your snake. One more time. Big, big breath in. And then just go ahead and breathe like you normally would. And just notice how you feel in your body now after you've taken that breath. So we're going to start with moving through some of our yoga poses and our yoga postures. But what I'm going to have you do is sit up tall, put your hands towards the center of your chest. And you're going to start to rub your hands. Sit up tall. Take a deep breath. Let's do that 2 more times. Rub your hands. Sit up tall. Take a deep breath. Sing with me, guys. Rub your hands. Sit up tall. Take a deep breath. All right, let's see your hands. Look at your fingers. All right, we're going to do a no-hand handstand. Do y'all know what that is?
Yeah.
No hand handstand. Can you all do it? Ready? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. No hands, no hands. All right. And then step towards the middle of your mat. And you're going to stand and move your stuffies out of the way so we don't trip over, and we'll use them in a little bit. Just set them aside. And reach your arms up really tall. And when you reach up, say, I reach up and I touch the sun. So repeat after me. Reach up, I touch the sun. Bend down, I kiss the earth. Bend down, I kiss the earth. Put your hands on your shins, look up towards me. Look up, I see the bluebirds fly. Say it again. Look up, I see the bluebirds fly. Put your hands on the mat and step back and go all the way down onto your bellies. And step back, I watch the ants go by. Face up, lift your face. I smell the air. And then downward facing dog without a care. Take a big breath in. I love the sun. Breathe out. We are all one. I am the light. Breathe in. That shines so bright. Breathe out. Bend your knees a lot. Get ready. And go. Step towards the top of your mat. Jump up. I lift my heart. Bend down just like the start. Reach up, I touch the sun. Namaste, we're all done. Rain, 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 all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Come down to your mat. Listen to the rain on your mat. Good. All right, be rock, be tiny little rock. And stay there in the tiny little rock until you hear the chime. So stay very still. Notice your breathing. And notice your heartbeat. And when you hear the chimes 3 times, you're going to come up onto your knees. Listen carefully. Come onto your hands and knees. Sit back. I want to see that no handstand again. Stand up nice and tall. No hands, yay! We're gonna do that sun salutation one more time. Reach up, I touch the sun. Bend low, I kiss the earth. Look up, I see the bluebirds fly. Step back, go all the way to your belly and watch those ants go by. Face up, I smell the air. Press into downward dog without a care. Breathe in, I love the sun. Breathe out, we're all one. Breathe in, I am the light. Breathe out, that shines so bright. Bend your knees a lot, get ready to jump and go. Lift up my heart. Bend down just like the start. Reach up, I touch the sun. Namaste, we're all done. Rain, 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 all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Powder the rain on your mat, powder the rain on your mat. Loud, soft. Louder and softer. Come down into your rock pose, stay in your rock pose. And slowly breathe. And be ever so still. So this time, instead of a rock, you're gonna realize that you're a tiny little seed. And I want you to think of what kind of seed you are. So maybe you're a seed that grows into a tree, maybe a seed into a flower or a blade of grass. Maybe you're a seed that makes something yummy to eat. So we're gonna start with Briley. When you hear the chimes, everyone's gonna start to grow up. And Briley, you're gonna tell us what kind of seed you are. So here you're gonna hear 3 chimes, and you're all gonna come up on your knees. Here we go. Now everyone grow up and look at me. So Briley, what kind of seed are you?
A tree.
A tree, all right. So let's all stand up tall. What kind of tree would you be? Are you gonna be a tree with a big stump or one leg?
I like this.
So it's Briley's tree. So Briley, we're gonna put our leg on our shin. And then what kind of leaves are you gonna have, Briley?
I don't know, those trees that kind of have like the flowing leaves, like.
Okay. So what would that look like in your body? Yeah, very nice. The flowing leaves. All right, so reach up tall. Rain, 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 rain. Rain's gonna pull the rain down on the mat. And then make yourself into a tiny seed, and Cambry's gonna go next. So when you hear the chimes, we're all gonna come up, and then Cambry's gonna teach us about what we're gonna grow into. So hold very still. What kind of seed are you, Cambry?
A flower.
A flower. Okay, can you show us in your body what you would grow into? What kind of flower? What would your flower look like?
A rose.
Okay, so show us in your body that rose. What would that look like in your body? Your rose pose. It can be anything. Okay, on your knees. Yeah, would your rose have thorns? Yes. What color is your rose?
Pink.
Okay. Let's breathe in and smell your rose. Stand up nice and tall. Rain, all the way down to the earth. Let's water those seeds. Let me hear loud rain, and then quiet rain, and then never get so tiny and soft. Become your seeds. Now it's Amberly's turn. When you hear the chimes 3 times, sit on up, and Amberly's gonna tell us what seed she is. seed are you, Emberly?
Carrots.
Carrots, okay. What would a carrot look like in your body?
Like.
Okay. All right, let's everyone do Emberly's carrot. What color is your carrot?
Purple.
Purple carrot, yeah. Who eats the carrot?
You.
I eat the carrots. Okay. And then maybe your carrots, the top of your carrots kind of blows in little leaves. So go back and forth and back and forth. All right, reach up nice and tall. Rain all the way down to the floor. Everyone get into a tiny little seed. So those of you at home, when you hear the bell chime 3 times, you're going to choose what kind of plant you're going to be. When we hear the chime 3 times, everyone's going to kind of sit on up, and you all are going to be the plant that you chose for today. So Emberly, you're going to be your carrot. Cambry, you're going to be your rose. And Briley, you're going to be your tree. And I'm going to be a big, wide oak tree. Now take a big, big breath in. Big, big breath in. You got it. Big, big breath in. Reach your pose. Shake it out. Shake, 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 shake. Move your arms from side to side. Let it go. Wash it out. All right. And then be very, very, very still. So this next game that we're going to play is called Yogi or Nature Kids. So I need you guys to turn your imagination on, your thinking caps, and you're going to find your yogi goggles. So your yogi goggles are going to be 2 circles, and you're going to go right there. So bring your goggles down to your side for a second, put them in your pocket. So we're going to imagine that we're going on an adventure together in a rainforest. So as you guys know, a lot of yoga poses are things that we see in nature. So we're gonna go on an exploration. And I want you to get your yogi goggles on. And you're gonna walk around the room. So maybe you start walking around the room taking big steps. So go ahead and walk around, take up some space. Walk in a circle. And Cambry, what do you see? What animal do you see, or what nature thing do you see in the forest?
A snake.
A snake. Okay, everyone run back to their mats. Run back to their mats. Lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down. Okay, let's all do snake pose together. Lift your head up. Breathe in. Snake pose all the way down. Big, big, big breath in. Snakes. Big breath in, big as snake. Lift yourself up nice and tall. Lower down. Come back onto your mat. Stand up nice and tall. Yogi goggles on. This time we're going to tiptoe around our forest, and Emberly, you tell us what you want to see. All right, freeze. Emberly, what do you see in your rainforest? I'm sorry, can you say it a little louder?
Sloth.
What'd you say, Bride?
Sloth.
A sloth. Okay, everyone run back to their mats, run back to their mats, run back to their mats. Emberly, what's a sloth pose look like to you? Okay, so let's do our sloth pose. And sloths move very slowly. And maybe they walk backwards on their back. As slow can be. All right, back to your mats, freeze. Yogi goes on. All right, Bri, we're gonna look around for something in the forest. This time, let's skip. Skip and skip and freeze. And Bradley, what do you see?
A monkey.
A monkey. Everyone back to their mats. And let's do a monkey pose. What would your monkey pose look like to you? Everyone do a monkey pose. It can be any kind of pose. Maybe you will let your arms go down.
I would make it.
Maybe they swing from branch to branch. Maybe they tickle their armpits. All right, big breath in. Come back in. Freeze. Big breath in. Okay, we're gonna do one more little adventure around the forest. And when I say freeze, you're gonna all see the animal that you named. So my friends at home, name an animal in your head. And then when you see that animal, do your animal pose. Ready? This time, we're gonna run through the forest. Run, 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 run. Yogi goes on. And freeze. What do you see? Come back to your mat and do your pose. So, Camry, you were a snake. And Emmy was a sloth. And Bradley was a monkey. And I'm going to be a gecko. All right, everyone say my nice all the way down. Okay, this time you're gonna sit on your bottoms and scoot so that your legs are right here. All right. Woo! I'm feeling a little hot in my body. That was a great adventure in the forest. How are you guys feeling?
Good.
Yeah? What do you notice that you feel in your body, Cam?
Hotness.
Hot? You're hot? Okay. How about you, Emberly? What do you feel in your body?
Cold.
You're cold. And Bri, how about you? What do you notice?
Then a little calmer.
You're a little bit calmer? Okay. Very cool. So I'm going to have you guys lie all the way onto your backs and hug your knees into your chest and rock from side to side. Side to side. And then be very, very still. Maybe give yourself a little hug. Hug it in, hug it in, hug it in, hug it in. And then lower all the way down. Bring your hands down by your seat or by the sides and lift your toes to the ceiling. This is called candlestick pose. And then wiggle your toes. That might be kind of hard to do, but wiggle your toes, wiggle your toes, wiggle your toes. Maybe point your feet and flex them. Point and flex. Draw circles with your feet. Maybe like you're a little frog swimming in a pond. Try the other direction. And then hug your knees into your chest one more time. Give yourself a big hug so you can lift your head up to your knees, maybe hug onto your knees. And then when you take a big breath in, lay all the way down onto the floor and find your stuffy. Okay? Find your stuffy. Bring your stuffy close. And you're going to set your stuffy on your tummy. Okay? And you're going to take a big breath in and you're going to feel that stuffy lift up off that tummy. And then exhale, the stuffy lowers. Okay. Now leave your stuffy on your tummy. And you're going to wiggle your hands, your fingers, and your toes. So wiggle your fingers and your toes. And I'm going to ring the chimes 3 times. And as you wiggle your finger and your toes, when you no longer hear any sound, when all the sound is gone, You're going to be perfectly still in your body. Here we go. Let your body be very quiet and very still. Okay, we're going to do that again. Wiggle fingers and toes. Wiggle fingers and toes. And when you no longer hear the sound, you're going to be very still. Maybe while you're still, notice how you lift your stuffy when you breathe in and how your stuffy lowers down when you breathe out. We're going to do one more time. Wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. You're going to hear the chimes 3 times, and when you no longer hear it, you're going to be very still. And as you start to become more and more still in your body, I want you to get yourself that you're super comfortable. So maybe you decide to stay on your body on your back, or you can roll onto your side and hug yourself. We're going to be still for a little while. And as you're holding still, just settle down and relax your muscles. Let your bones and muscles and skin become heavier on the floor. Maybe choose to close your eyes or find a spot on the ceiling and just go inside. Breathe in calm and breathe out worry. So as if you're running a movie in your mind, I want you to imagine that you are outside. You notice the sun shining, the warmth on your skin. Maybe you hear birds singing or feel a gentle breeze. And as you imagine yourself outside, you might hear a rustling in the bushes and then a tiny giggle. When you look, it's an animal watching you, and it wants to be your friend. What kind of animal is it? Allow your animal to come closer to you so that you can sit together. And when you sit next to this animal, you know this animal is wise. This animal is here to support you and be your friend. If you have a question, a secret, or maybe a little worry or problem, you can share it with them. This animal is here to help you. And your animal friend loves you very much. The next time you hear the chimes, you're going to stretch long as if you're waking up first thing in the morning. Begin to stretch. So if you're waking up, maybe allow yourself a yawn or move your head from side to side, wiggling toes and fingers. And then however you want to get up seated, so you can rock so that you're seated, you can press yourself up so you're sitting up nice and tall, back on your mat, facing me. So I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked you at the beginning of our class. This time I'm going to start with Emberly. I'm going to ask you, how are you feeling in your body right now? What do you notice about how your body feels?
Head.
Okay. And then Cambry, how are you feeling in your body right now?
Calm.
Calm. And Briley, what do you notice about how you feel in your body?
I'm relaxed.
You're relaxed. And I would say, too, that I'm feeling relaxed in my body. And so those of you yogi friends at home, if you want to just yell at your screen or tell someone in your family how you're feeling in your body now, take a moment to do that. And then we're going to end with our Namaste Song. So as some of you might know, Namaste is a greeting. It's a way that we say hello and goodbye, just like they do in Hawaii when we say aloha. And so we're going to sing a little Namaste Song together. We'll repeat it 3 times. So sit up nice and tall. You can bring your hands together at the center of your chest, or you can rest them on your lap. I'm going to sing the first verse, and then you can join me after that. I'm going to start singing, my little light shines in your little light, your little light, your little light, my little light shines in your little light, namaste. My little light shines in your little light, your little light, your little light, my little light shines in your little light, namaste. One more time. My little light shines in your little light, your little light, your little light, my little light shines in your little light, namaste. Thank you guys for joining me. Thanks Briley and Cambry and Emberly for being my kids in this Zoom yoga project. And hopefully we'll see you guys very soon. Everyone say goodbye.
Hello, yogis. I hope you enjoyed your first Kids Yoga Connect class. As I asked you in the beginning to answer a couple of questions for me. So if you asked your question for after class, do I feel stressed in my body, or how stressed I feel? 1 being not stressed at all, so perfectly calm, and 5 being the most stressed you've ever felt. Pick the number that feels right for you and write it down next to your after. I'm going to choose 2. And then the second question is, how calm do you feel in your body for after the class? With 1 being the least calm and 5 being the most. You're going to write down what number fits best for you after a class. And I'm going to write a 4. Again, you choose what feels right for you. And then kids and families, if you need a little bit of help, please ask someone that can help you. But I would very much like to ask for you to put those comments in the comment session on the before and after. So how stressed you felt in your body before and after, and how calm you felt in your body before and after using those numbers. And then please put in any information that you would like to in your comment section underneath this. We're just trying to get some information. We want to make sure this is working for you. Thanks so much for joining us today, and we'll see you very soon. Namaste.